Hi everybody, and welcome to video 4 in our Signed, Sealed, Delivered series. Now, this is my design team project for LineDotArrow for August of 2024. Now, the details for the month, real quick, are that there are challenges again. Well, one challenge. Instead of 3 challenges this month, we're just going to have one for 4 weeks, and that's going to be called Challenger Art. And you use that hashtag when you make the post, hashtag Challenger Art. And for the 4 weeks, we're just challenging you to make something with your stash, and the 2 kits, or just the 2 kits. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. There's no freebies for the month. Natalie's taking a little break from the freebies, and she has to have a summer break. Of course, everyone does. Well, she doesn't have to, but she deserves it. So, yeah, so you use your stash or this kit. Now, the Signed, Sealed, Delivered kit has a lot of stamps and ephemera in it. It has a couple of collage pages. But then the add-on to the Signed, Sealed, Delivered kit has 17 pages, and it's mostly collage pages. Okay, so you're going to want to pick up both. It's about $7 for both, so it's no big whoop. All right, now let's see. There's the drawing at the end of the month that you get entered into if you use just the kits. Make sure to say that kits, papers. When you make your posts, use your hashtag, and every time you do that, you will get entered twice into the drawing. If you use the kit and some of your stash or another junk journal kit, then mention that you used the kit and freebies, or not freebies, but kit and stash. And then you get 1 entry into the drawing. And if you use just your stash stuff, which is fine, and we encourage everyone to put the hashtag on every post, that will get you entered. Yes, please. And then that will get you 1 entry if you use just your own stuff. Now, there's 5 drawings this month, and so you want to make sure to go to all 5 Facebook groups. One is the LineDotArrow Facebook group, the Facebook group. One is called SavageArt. The other one is TwoSisterJam. Then there's Sweet Pea Papers, and then junk journal tutorials and more. Now, the last 2 are the groups that I run, and then the other 3 are groups run by other people. So each one of those groups is going to have a drawing at the end of the month. You can win once in each drawing, so that you have a chance to win 5 different prizes. I've seen plenty of times when people have entered in more than one Facebook group and won in more than one drawing. So make sure you do that. If you post your pic in Sweet Pea Papers, go ahead and post it in Junk Journal Tutorials and More, and then post it in SavageArt and TwoSisterJam and LineDotArrow Junk Journal Group. Okay? All right. So that's it for that, and I kind of went longer than I meant to, but that's okay. So now, where we left off, this looked completely different. So what I did was I took the 2 envelopes off that were on here already. I didn't like the paper that was on there, the way it looked. I mean, I liked the paper, but I just didn't like the way that it looked. I decided I wanted collage on the red envelopes, and that the 2 of them was just too much. So I ripped them out. This is what they look like when I got done. See, I just didn't like that on the thing, and then remember, this messed up, and then I realized later that the glue had slid, and so I still had an opening there. Anyway, it just was not to my quality. So this one had to go, and if this one had to go, then this one had to go, and look how much better this one looks than that one. I put the window going across the top, and I put paper inside, and I lined it up so that the butterfly showed in that window as well. And I'm not going to put a card in that. I'm just going to say you know, there's space for a card, because I did cut one here. Okay, so I took these two out, and the way I did that was I just opened the envelope like this, and I took it like this, and I pulled it down. You can see right there. In fact, I need to put a little bit of glue right there. I just pulled it down. Yeah, I did have glue coming out. I didn't think there was glue coming out of the bottle, but I guess there was. Anyway, so that gets that glued down, and it gets glue all over my fingers. Okay, so that's what I did with that. On the back, I put a belly band with these little stamps on it. I haven't put a card there yet, and I haven't put cards inside here. I was able to rescue two magnets, the two magnets that were in the back of here. The magnets weren't going to hold because it was too heavy and too thick, just like I thought maybe it wouldn't, even though we went onward and upward. And oh yeah, and these had the pockets on the back. Let's see what else. So I took the Velcro off, and there's a magnet in here that is going to hold, and it appears that the magnet on the back of here is going to hold. I glued this. I went ahead and glued it to the cover of this part, and I glued it on as a pocket. We glued this on as a pocket, and they won't clash because you will take this out of the pocket, right? Then you open it up, and then you've got this pocket. So we can still do the two. I almost glued this one on without it being a pocket. So that's up to you. That's your option. You can do that. So today we're going to do well, that's not right. Four and five. Four. Oh yeah, okay, we're going to do 4 and 5 and 6 plus 10, I think. So all we're going to do here is make a stair step pocket. So what we need to do is two different things. We need to take our paper, which is this one, and cut it. Now we want it to be even with here, so we can see our burlap and all that good stuff, our burlap stamp. And then we want to it's not going to matter, you know, it's all, most of it's going to be covered. In fact, all of the decoration is going to be covered, and this is going to get cut off. So let's see, this is going to be covered, so let's do it like this. And we'll cut this off here. Then we'll come back and do the length. It could be just a smidge narrower. Yeah, that's better. Then we're going to make the length down to here. Then we're going to ink this in red because it's against all this blue. Uh-oh. Need to stamp this here, don't I? No, I think I can get away with it. Oh, to tell you the truth though, we should be cutting it down to this notch right here. Then we will need to fill in that little bit with the stamp. Where'd it go? I'm going to have to see how well this is going to work. See what was happening here is because of the having to push it down and this edge being right here, this was not getting pushed down all the way to get the get stamped. So let's try this one. I think it's going to do the same thing. Oz. This is weird. This is like picking up a piece of fish or something. He's laying out there just yipping. Okay. And I have to check like over here too. So one good thing about this blue having all this ink is that it stamps on the stamps pretty well. I think over here is where we're gonna run into trouble. Should have done that the first time. Put this back on the block for this. Okay. Looks like it should be a state. Alright, that should do it. Then we need to ink this paper. Oops, we need to trim it again, don't we? Because we only want to go to this notch here. Because if we pull it up and go to that notch there, then there's this funny with the you know what notch. I'm so thirsty. I had a snack. I had some cheese balls. Kind of ate too many. You never feel full when you're eating cheese balls because they're like air. So then you can eat a million of them and then you stop eating them, and then about a half an hour later you realize you have a stomach ache. But I love them. I love cheese balls. I have to not buy them because I will eat them. I buy them by the big bucket full at Walmart. Barrel full. I wonder what the guy that delivers from Walmart must think when he delivers 2 of them here at a time. Okay, so let's put this on. Or should we put the pocket on here first? Let's see. If we put this way, then this should show. We're going to cut this in a stair step. I already cut the top off. We're going to cut it here. I think we could cut it here and go down to here and go over to about here and then down to here and around the blue and then back down. So I think that's what we'll do. Let me see if I can do it by hand. Let's hope so. So we're going to cut it between the blue flower and the cream where it's got the sign. Right to our dot. Oh, I didn't really want to, well, I don't have to. Okay, let's do this part. I'm trying to save our postman. this across to here. There we go. And we'll make this a stair-step tuck right there. Perfect. Somehow I cut it a little crooked. That's all right. We'll scoot it over, make it work, and I'll flip it over. Yeah, it's just a little bit, and I'll trim it. Okay, so now we will ink this. We've saved our postman, and we could actually cut him out and put him down here. We'll see. Put him in the scraps for right now. So we'll ink this. Should we ink it in blue or go ahead and ink it in red? I think we should ink it in red. It isn't exactly straight. But what in life ever is exactly straight, right? So then we'll be able to put a great big card in here because we're just going to glue it as a tuck. So that means we're just going to glue the two long sides, the straight ones. So that's kind of fun. Oh well, that's how much I cut crooked. Not too bad for winging it. We'll take this and we'll put it on the paper or on the page. And then the thing is that you're hungry again in a couple of hours and all you want are more cheese balls. I think I'll fix something that I'm gonna call an actual meal, and I'll make some ramen and I'll watch some more of the show Grimm. Season 4, and there's 6 seasons, so my binge watching is not near done. Okay, so that goes on there like that. Okay, now on this one I was originally just going to put this thinner piece on as a belly band, but I think I'm going to put a wider piece on and then cut it as with a window in it. So I think I'm going to make this the belly band instead and make a different paper into the paper. It seems like it'd be easier to cut a belly band into this with a window. No, I'll make this the paper underneath, and we'll make the window. I think out of this page. It's got a big butterfly. Maybe we'll use this so we don't have to use the big butterfly yet. So we will cut this as the page. We'll do the width. We have to do it to where this is straight from this rounded corner, and it's there, and then in a little bit, and so we'll cut it this wide, and we'll do the height after we've done the width. Alright, so this is going to be the paper. Then we will make the belly band out of this. Let's make it this wide. And we'll make it this tall. Ow, that was my knee. That we will make. You know what we could do that would be fun? What if we put a circle one in the top and then one of these in the bottom? Oh, because of the magnets. could do it like this and like this. That would be kind of fun. Okay. That's going to be close. Fitting them both through there. What is the deal? Should have seen what I had to do to get that to go through. I had to put it in sideways and then push it with my hip. Oopsie. Let's see if I cut everything. It didn't. Okay, did it cut all this? No, it didn't. I should have moved them in closer. This one I'll probably be able to run through by itself now, because I could put it in the center. that was an adventure. I needed a longer plate, or to just do one end at a time, which would have been the smarter way. But I thought it moved a little bit. Okay. So interesting. Adventures in die cutting. So this made two pretty good cards, or pockets. This one back, and put this one back. We have to ink, 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 ink. So the page gets inked in blue. I keep feeling like I have fleas on me. The dog came up with a flea again. So I'm going to have to shampoo him again, and I think I just didn't leave the shampoo on him long enough. He's going to be so unhappy. I couldn't remember why I had the towel drying over the chair in the dining room. I walked by it a couple times. I was like, why is that there? I know there's a reason. I know there's a reason that it's there. We'll have to get some acetate. I meant to ink this red, but I will ink the outside of it red, and that will have to do. Remember the little fact that it's easier to ink before you cut the big holes in it. And it looks like we're only going to be able to get these two done. I had to mess around with the die cut. Okay. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, all I have is that little piece. This is going to be a big piece of acetate glue, isn't it? So I'm going to glue that on here. Too much fun. I like it. Looks like I made it a little bit long, maybe. No, that's right. You know, you could glue this on as a pocket. Oh yes, we could. Let's, since we can. What does that big glob come out for? Could have done the same over here, but I didn't think of it. And this one, the tape goes both ways. So we'll put a paper clip there so I remember to make a card for there. And then one for here. Okay. One for here. And then all the ones in the front. Okay? So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.